Hello, welcome. How are you all? Again, we are with SS Chapter 12, Indian democracy. As we are living in democratic country, India is a democratic country. We have democracy for the people, by the people, of the people. You might have gone through these words many times from your primary section to yet now you are in secondary. So let's continue with the point on page number 94. It's my kind request that each and every student must go through the textbook, because in SS without textbook there is nothing. No doubt I have checked your paper of English and SS. You all are good in SS. I don't know what happens with English, but anyhow, that I would like to discuss. These are your midterm, mid-year examination, what you have done, what you are going to do. This all thing, many mistakes are there, but without mistakes there is nothing. You must go through mistakes, but not more. You have to prepare yourself for the next upcoming year, your SSC board examination. So let's begin with the page number 94, media of public in democracy. How media works, what is the part of media regarding to democracy. Let's continue to cultivate the human psyche, psyche. So many pronunciations are there for this word. And to create a strong public opinion, the various information and broadcasting. Let the train go. I cannot stop that voice, I cannot stop train for you, but let's go. It's good to travel in train. Go through, it's enjoyable. Let's begin with the media of public opinion in democracy. To cultivate the human psyche, physique, many pronunciation as I told, and to create a strong public opinion, the various information and broadcasting agencies are very useful in today's time. Various mediums are used to transmit information to the public, the medium contributing to build strong and effective public opinion, to give a perfect strong opinion of the public. That are, number one is print media. In today's world, newspaper, periodicals and journals hold utmost importance in facilitating people to know more about incidences, events and situations taking place nationally as well as internationally. As we are going through the newspaper, no doubt we are not having here periodicals and testimonials and weekly, some monthly newspapers are there, books are there, many things are there. We are not going through that thing, but it has been, we can know about the world now through the newspaper. This type of materials that are provided by government, agencies, companies, etc. Print media helps people to evaluate their opinion either in favor or against the information presented by them. The same information presented by the print media can create multiple viewpoints in the people. People give different individual responses to the same information and develop individually diverse opinion. So as we know that people nowadays are going, most probably in this long time period, we are in front of television, we are going with newspaper, we are going about the cases. I know that about the while for 1, 2 or 3 cases in of corona in Gujarat, while we were watching news, we are reading newspaper, we are frightened, all of us. But nowadays, thousands and thousands cases are there. The situation is crucial one. We get all the information about these all things, many about sports, current affairs. We can say what those are the current affairs we get from newspaper, and people have diversity in their opinions. It is essential that the opinion created are true, form and unbiased. If the print media present bias or false detail, then it is possible to create a false public opinion. It is absolutely essential to have freedom of press, so that a false public opinion is not created by presenting only achievement of the government and thereby hiding the false failures or shortcomings of the government. Yes, media is free. You can see that media is obviously free. Not it is that the running government must be appreciated and all the misdeeds and these all things are be hidden. But it is free because this type of news can create problem regarding the people of country. Ours is a diverse nation in terms of language, culture and regional varieties. Please underline this thing. Ours, yeah, ours, somebody pronounce, it's up to them. Ours is a diverse nation in terms of language, culture and regional varieties. The regional newspapers are much sought after in corresponding regions. Regional newspapers that have an immense contribution in cultivating the public opinion. Please underline this line also. Regional newspapers that have an immense contribution in cultivating public opinion. Print media has failed in cultivating public opinion in countries and regions having less literacy rate. In spite of these various organizations, industrial groups and political parties publish their own dailies or periodicals owing to influence accepted by print material. The government also publishes various periodicals and issues providing important information. So, no doubt there is vast, print media has vast, we can say market, one type of market in public. In some areas where there is no literacy, there is lack of this thing. But regional newspapers, as we had gone through Sandesh, Gujarat Samachar, Divya Bhaskar, Rakheva, Gujarat Today, many these newspapers we are having. Apart from them, there is Economic Times, the Times of India, that is being in the whole India, the Times of India, Indian Express we can say. Then some more newspaper I cannot get the idea. The Economic Times, essentially that is based on industries, on business, this all thing, economical situation of India. So many others, these newspapers are derived here and read by the people. People get different types of informations. Apart, they can give their opinion too. Now electronic media. You all are using this thing. Audiovisual media like radio, television, cinema, etc. are important in cultivating public opinion. Electronic media is more effective in the regions of the lower literacy rates. It is seen that radio and televisions are considered far more important than newspapers and periodicals. Live telecasts of incidents occurring nationally as well as internationally can be easily made available through the mediums of radio and television. Obviously, we can see live match we are watching. There was a question from my daughter, Papa, why LIV is live and LIV is live? Do you get any answer, my 9th standard student? If I will be happy if somebody will WhatsApp me the answer. Why LIV is live and LIV is live? Please answer this question. No doubt I will get at least 10 answers from you all. Then I will be the happiest person in my next lecture, English lecture. Means I will just what we can say, explain you why LIV is live and LIV is live. You can understand. You all are mature. So print this electronic media affects more. No doubt the people is little. They are not miseducated, but radio, televisions, all the live telecasts they can see about the incident that are nationally and internationally happening. Then a public opinion can be created through the serials, dramas and movies which can help portray socio-economic as well as other problems like untouchability, dowry, exploitations and poverty in an entertaining manner. Yes, electronic media can affect these all things by showing dramas, plays, movies, as we are going through the most popular serial Tarak Mehta Ka Ulta Chashma. When we used to watch this, we are feeling that some good morals, good thoughts, good ideas, good rituals, many things are being mentioned in that. Apart from there, recently during lock time period, there was a re-telecast of Ramayana and Mahabharata serial. Why? So that people, the youngster, the young Indian like you, the rising stars, they can develop, they can see how was our culture, how it affects. Now let's go further. In today's world, apart from television, the arrival and the spread of internet has helped people to enjoy news, serials, dramas and movies sitting comfortably in their homes. All this media can create an adverse effect through the presentation of the distorted, absence and violence information. Hence it is essential to monitor and control transmission of harmful content through these important mediums. In a democracy, it is desirable that the political parties and NGOs protest against various absence, you can say, and violent programs telecast by the electronic media. So every coin has two parts. So everything has two parts. One is good, one is bad. But as we are in democratic country, there is somewhat limitations regarding to our constitutions, our laws, rules and regulations, our moral values. Many things occurs. You know, everything effect and defect, both sides are there, merits and demerits. So sometimes some violently telecast, some serials are so, some movies are so. We can see that many robberies are done by watching movies, serial is there. Apart from that, Southern India, etc., these all serials shows us that how we have to be alert in today's world. And as probably by using internet, you are social media, we can say, you can just go through newspapers and news that there are lots and lots of crime through nowadays happening. Crimes are happening through social media. Today, the fast-moving age of technology, people can stay in contact, constant touch with each other through the medium of internet or smart cell, and exchange thoughts as well as ideas. Electronic media is widely used to cultivate public opinion. Television, radio, personalized radio, that is FM, plays a special role in cultivating public opinion in the modern time. In today's time, rumors spread intentionally in the absence of the fact and details. Hence, there remains a danger of the false public opinion being generated. Various types of surveys carried out by electronic media help to create public opinion. Surveys are carried on to know public opinion with the help of some details. Opinion polls are presented during the elections. Opinion polls help to estimate the direction of public opinion. Public polls are not always true and reliable. So we can see that many debates, these are public opinion polls are there while election, while some calamity, even while a big festivals, many things are related to this. Public opinion are taken by the news channel, especially when we are watching Ascent and many news channel, even Gujarati news channel, Std-9th and many things are there, Gujarati. And if you are going through Gujarati, it's my kind request to you to develop your English. Just go through once in a day the BBC news for 15 minutes or 20 minutes. If you are going through that English, you obviously while listening the words, the pronunciations, no doubt mine will be different from them, but It's good to watch that any news. Yeah, any if you are fond of cartoon, I think so. Yes, most probably even I used to watch Ninja Hathori and these all many cartoons, whatever. My younger daughter is going through that cartoon serial. So I used to keep the language as English. Because you can see that a language, as you hear more and more, a particular any language you hear more and more, obviously you can derive it and obviously you can know the language more and more. So it's kind request to you all my 9th standard students to go through English, go little bit through English, as you are from English medium and your mother tongue now it must be English. Electronic medias are very important in today's time. In a democracy, the people of the government should exercise patience. Sorry. Electronic media helps to transmit people's thought, details and talks to the government, and similarly help transmit details about the various plans and achievement of the government to the people. Please underline these 3 lines. Radio can reach in distant and remote areas, but as it is only audio media, it has less effective. Television programs, though expensive in nature, have gained more public viewership than radio. In a democracy, it is desirable that the public opinion should be cultivated so as to cater to the needs of the welfare of the nation. Again, I would like to repeat this last line. Please underline it. In a country like, in a democracy, it is desirable that public opinion should be cultivated so as to cater to the needs of the welfare of the nation. Yes, we need for the welfare of the nation, public opinion must be taken. Yes, in many countries it is being so. In some villages of Gujarat, even the new sarpanch are changing whole the villages because they used to take public opinion. In many villages of Gujarat, even Wi-Fi is free gas plant, a huge big nearby. I forgot the name. Methan, I think so, nearby Patan. There is a village. There is a global gas plant. So free gas, people are having free gas. In many of the villages, there is free Wi-Fi for each and everybody. So you can understand, after getting the opinion that the government also works, the government also do much more thing better and welfare of the public. Now, types of democracy. How many types of democracy are there? No doubt we are living in democratic country. But so let's go. Various countries in the world have democracy. There still exists diversity within the various democracies of different countries. Our country has a parliamentary democratic system, PDS. We are having parliamentary democratic system. As we have gone through what is parliament, what is Rajya Sabha, what is Lok Sabha, how government is formed, administrative executives are there, so leaders are there, ministers are there, prime minister is there, chief ministers are there, other ministers are there, the whole head of all president is there. If you remind this all thing, that we are having PDS, means parliamentary democratic system. We are India, our country is having parliamentary democratic system. Sorry, where I went. Our country has a parliamentary democratic system. In a country like US, there is a presidential parliamentary system, PPS. A country has a parliamentary democratic system. In a country like USA, there is a presidential parliamentary system. We shall see in detail about the two types of democracies. Number one is parliamentary democracy. Our country has accepted the parliamentary democracy. In a parliamentary democracy, the president appoints the leader of the party who gets the majority number of seats in the Lok Sabha as the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister forms the government. The parliamentary government is completely accountable to the Lok Sabha. Government remains in power as long as it enjoys the confidence of the majority of the members of the parliament. So this thing we have already discussed, that government appoints the person as a Prime Minister who gets maximum seat in the Lok Sabha elections. And confidential system ya rule of the minister till date it exists. Now, presidential democracy, where that is in America, USA. Presidential democracy in this sound important type of democracy, second important type of democracy. In such a type of democracy, the president is directly elected by the people. The president remains in power for a specific period as mentioned in the constitution. Presidential democracy is prevalent in many countries including USA. So directly the president, as recently we got election in America. Biden became the president of America. First of all, who was there? Donald Trump was there. So then conducted public elect the president. And then president elect his minister. So directly, all the powers are within the president. Here, there are partial power, means it is in the hand of president as well as the Prime Minister of India. So we are having parliamentary democratic system. And in USA and other countries, they are having presidential parliamentary system. Now, election system in democracy. How there is? Yes, how election system? Our country has maximum number of votes in the world. The election commission maintains the administration, control and monitoring of the entire process of election. It is essential for any democracy that its election commission is independent, impartial and autonomous. Please underline this line. It is essential for any democracy that its election commission is independent, impartial and autonomous. It is mandatory to maintain the autonomy of the election commission. The constitution here is a special provision for the terms and conditions of appointing the election commissioner, their criteria for service or the removal or suspension from the services. So there is one election commission. Directly we are having election, no. There is one such a type of organization we can see as administrative process headed by election commissioner. One election commissioner is there. He holds the power of the whole election system, any election in India. And there are rules and regulations to follow for him and the committee too, regarded or included in the constitution. Sorry. The responsibility and authority to hold election for the parliament, state assembly, legislative council, president and the vice president rests with the election commission. So all these elections are truly, we can say, conducted done by the election commission. One whole commission is there. The election of our country is carried out by secret ballot. Legislative assembly or the parliament is dissolved after every 5 years and the fresh elections are held. The election carried out to elect a new candidate to fill vacuous place due to death or resignation of the candidate is known by election. Of the candidates is known as by elections. For example, recently yesterday and day before yesterday, one of our Gujarati member of Rajya Sabha expired. So there will be re-election and this is called by-election. Please underline this thing. The date of elections, advertisement filling and scrutinizing the nomination forms, the date for withdrawing the nomination forms, the declaration of the final list of the eligible candidate, the allotment of election symbol, etc. falls under the work area of the Election Commission. From the time of announcement of the election dates, the protocol is implemented by the Election Commission. The government is bound to abide by the protocol and not to carry out any activity or campaign that can affect the public opinion. So during election, before few days, there is a protocol that there will be no such a thing that can house, that can regulate the people. So that protocol must be maintained, and all this responsibility is of the Election Commission. The candidates and the political parties come up with their own elections manifesto. The election manifesto reflects the proposal, plans and work of the party in terms of economic, defense, foreign policy and various problems. So many things are correlated to the Election Commission. Apart, the candidates and the political parties come up with their own election manifesto. There must be manifesto, means there some types of rules we can say by any party. For example, recently BJP told that if they will come in next election, any election, local election, ya taluka level, ya nagarpalika level, ya any other, some states are going to have member of legislative assemblies election, means this yes, legislative assemblies election some states are going to have. So BJP maintained that portfolio, yeah, they told that manifesto is so that if we will come in existence, means if your party will win, then we will give free vaccine of coronavirus. So some manifestos are there made by different parties. The election manifesto reflect the proposal, plan and work of the party in terms of economic, defense, foreign policies and various. So such crucial, if any other portfolio or manifesto are being done by the any party, but the main aim is to what? The main manifesto is reflects the proposal plan, the Election Commission reflects it, and their main works of the party in terms of economic, defense, foreign policy and various problems. So you have gone through that how Election Commission works, what is democracy, what is presidential parliamentary democracy, then we are having what? Parliament democracy. So different democracies are there. Print media also affect all these things. Till yet, I would like to stop my lecture. If you have any doubt, you can just contact me. Thank you. Thank you very much.